Hello YouTube and hello Guardians, it's me, Hunter Gunslinger here, back with a brand new video. Today I'm going to be discussing about, of course, Destiny 2 development roadmap that's going to be set to release today actually. So May 16th, this is the development roadmap as you can see on your screen. As you can see, the deployment we have right now, private matches, heroic strike modifiers, and of course people complaining about the heroic strikes. I was one of those people. I was like, god damn it, it's so freaking hard, but yet it's so fun. And then you have the other people complaining completely about how hard it is, and you know, this and that and blah blah blah. I'm like, hey, you guys said that the strikes were easy, so Bungie made it hard. You guys said the raid was hard, so the raid was easy, so people, Bungie made the raid hard. So don't complain. You asked for it, deal with it. And of course, you have May 29th, you have rallies making its return back to Season 3. And then July have some really interesting things happening. And of course, Year 2, Season 1 is going to be starting for September, meaning their big expansion pack that a lot of people has been rumored called Destiny Comment, judging by the Walmart leak, thanks to them in Canada. So, hey, thanks a lot. And then, of course, Rage got released. From Bethesda. A lot of these games were upset. Like, these gaming developers were highly upset with the people at Walmart in Canada. Anyways, let's talk about the faction rallies improvements. They didn't really discuss or really mention anything about the improvements, but they're mostly talking about the Crucible Labs. Now, a lot of you guys are probably wondering, what are Crucible Labs? What is that? What the hell's happening? What kind of labs are we talking about? What, like, lab development? Like, what kind of stuff are you talking about here? So, of course, the design lead, Derek, he kind of mentioned a little bit, give you some details about it. And he wants you to know there's an update happening at 1.21, and it will include new features intended to give you a peek behind the scenes and a lot of voice of the creative process. Crucible Labs will give every player of Destiny 2 access to experimental PvP, and will have a chance to exploit your feedback to guide our final interactions with the game and intentions for the game. You will learn more about the labs before the launch. For today, we will make an appearance on the roadmap and give you a preview of our goals. More to come on this matter very soon. So yes, Bungie gave out their whole details about what's going to be happening in the month of September. Of course, May 29th, rallies are coming back. And then July, we're going to have like a seasonal event for heroes, which is pretty amazing. Bounties, Expansion 1 and Expansion 2, Rare Lair Prestige, the PC Clan text chat, Year 1 Triumph, and more exotic armor sandbox changes. Yes, they're going to have armor sandbox changes this month at the end of the month, along with the faction rallies and the Crucible Labs. What kind of exotic armor? I have no clue. I can't tell you which exotic armor at this point. We'll have to, well, the exotic armors in general, probably all of them at this point. They're going to be having some sandbox changes. Next thing that we're talking about is the Year 2 Season 1. It said there's a lot of eager await updates that are scheduled to arrive in September. We will tell you more about this in the coming months, including our plans for Year 2 of Destiny 2. But this summer, we won't just be spending, playing the waiting game. We will deliver the prestigious modes you've been waiting for, meaning for Expansion 1 and Expansion 2. Bring back bounties, providing quality of life of fixes, and more. In addition, they will have a new seasonal events where Guardians will celebrate their accomplishments and of course earn sweet new rewards. So we don't know what rewards going to be happening for that Heroes of seasonal event that's going to be happening in July. Because I was wondering, right now in the months of May, it's kind of slowing down for process of people. But, with the Crucible rankings and trying to rank up your player in the Crucible ranks, I think it will still keep alive. And of course, the isolation protocol and some of the quest lines that we have with Anna Bray. There was one more quest lines for her scout rifle. We had one with the hand cannon. So, all those different quests that you probably haven't completed, you can complete now. And of course, ranking up your character to the recommended power level that's going to be happening these months. And a lot of people say they kind of slowed down the progression of ranking up your character very, very quickly. People kind of noticed that. So, that's been happening. But in the month of July, we're going to be having some changes coming back a little bit, test changes. And then Year 2, going into season 1 of September, you have the gear collection, records, weapon slot changes, And then you have new gameplay modes. This is the one that's kind of interests me. I don't really mind about the weapons and the randomization of the weapons and all that stuff. I mostly care about like the new game mode. Like, what new game mode? Now, there's been talks about, we had Isolation Protocol, but there was talks about, if you guys remember, like early in the months of like, I think like March and February, there was talk about a new herd mode. And I heard that the people who went to the Destiny 2 summit had a glimpse and had a chance to play it, but they can't showcase it. So they had a chance to play it, but they couldn't showcase it. Maybe like after, probably like, I don't know, when they kind of like give out the details about year 2. So I heard that, you know, some of the players that went to the Destiny 2 summit had a chance to play the herd modes, which is kind of interesting. And more yet to be revealed. So we're going to have a lot more to review in this year 2 summit. Season 1. Bounties are coming back. Bounties was one of my favorite things to kind of have, so I'm kind of glad that Bounties is making a return back into July. So hopefully everything that had in season 3 and everything that they changed in year 1 kind of push it to year 2 and make it better in the near future. Now, I will have my initial review about Destiny 2's Warmind expansion pack, how I feel about it from expansion pack 1. And do I feel like the changes kind of will bring back players? It depends. I played the Crucible, the quick playlist. I'm getting annihilated. I don't know, like the matchmaking system in there just not working for me. But I went to the competitive playlist and I have no problems. But as far as like other things, we're going to discuss that in another video, kind of review how I feel about expansion pack 2. But this is the development roadmap for May 16 of 2018. This is what they're kind of suggesting. This is what they're kind of going to be doing in the next couple of 3 months or so in the summertime. So in the summertime, you know, it tends to slow down for most games. A lot of games don't really get released. Mostly like a major game will get released at the end of the month of May. There's always one major big game always getting released at the end of the month between April and May. So going into like June and July, there's always like, you know, trailers of this, you know, previews of this and all that stuff. Like June is like the E3 summit, so a lot of games don't release too much games in June. Going into August and September, that's when gaming season kind of pick back up. So hopefully that Destiny and Bungie itself will kind of come back in September and set the tone for the game. There's a lot of games kind of getting released in between the months of September and October. There's like, if I'm not mistaken, there's like 3 freaking games getting released in September, 5, 6, 7 different type of games getting released in October, and a lot more to come when it's at their release date after the whole E3 conference. So let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about the roadmap ahead for Destiny 2. Do you feel like this was set in tone for Destiny 2? Feel free to leave your comments down below. If you guys do like these type of videos, feel free to hit the subscribe button and hit the like button on this video. That's always much appreciated. I like like buttons. They kind of give me confidence about my video. And I will catch you guys in the next one.